Alright. It is a cold and windy night in the land of Stoudman, and I have been tagged by the great Mike, NJ Top Dog, on YouTube. Now, to be honest, I've been wondering how long it would take for somebody to tag me. And all I can say is, it's about time. It's about time you people wised up and picked somebody really awesome to be tagged. So thank you. Thank you, Mike. You honor me. For my first interesting fact is that the reason I have not been wearing my glasses in my videos is because when I do, I look like this. And as you can see, the humongous 19-inch widescreen monitor that I got is reflecting right back where my eyes would be, so you can't see my eyes, you only see the reflection of my screen. And that's not cool. And the other reason, of course, is that I am freaking awesome looking without my glasses. My glasses just heighten how awesome I look, so it's like toning it down a little bit, you know, so people don't get jealous, because people have been getting jealous lately, you know. Interesting fact number 2 is that I was born in Longview, Washington, which is just over the river from Oregon, but my parents were living in Oregon at the time. They drove to Longview to have me for a reason I cannot comprehend. But yeah, so technically I am a Washingtonian, but in reality I'm an Oregonian. I will forever claim my Washingtonian rights. I lived in that state for like 12 or more years. I love that state. Washington, man. That's where I'm from. And no, Eric, it's not Washington. No! Washington. Say it right. And no, Leah, it's not Oregon. It's Oregon. Or Oregonian. That's right. Okay. For interesting fact number 3. I was actually diagnosed as clinically depressed when I was in elementary school. Like when I was 9 or 10 or something like that. And I got over it without any medication of any type, of any kind. I don't even think we could frickin' afford the medication at the time. Never got prescribed anything, really. So, I mean, never took anything for it. Just eventually got over it and moved on. And one of the side effects that I did get from that later on in life was social anxiety problems, but wasn't too bad. And I've been able to deal with that as well. This is all part of the third interesting fact, by the way. The reason I find it interesting, though, is because whenever I get depressed now, I'm lucky. I consider myself lucky to have had that happen to me, because whenever I get depressed now, I just look back and see that when I was a kid, a frickin' 9-10-year-old kid, I was clinically depressed and I got over it without any help from anybody or anything. Rock, alright? I look back at that and I'm like, boom! Get over it! Weakling, hello! If you did it then, you can do it now. Get over it. So, truly, I was pretty fortunate to have that happen then. The number 4 interesting fact is that I dropped out of school in the 8th grade. I dropped out of the public educational system in the 8th grade, and I went to private schools for a few years, and then when the private school I was going to went under, I was tutored by one of the teachers of the private school for a few years, and eventually I went and got my GED, and now I'm in college and about to get my Associate of Arts to transfer into a real college to major in English. So rock, you don't have to do it the way that they have it set out for you. You shouldn't, in fact. The only thing that the public educational system is good for anymore is like social situations, learning how to deal with social situations. And honestly, it doesn't even do that very well because it ends up raising a bunch of bastards and assholes. It's not what I would want, personally. And the number 5 interesting fact, your mom. No, just kidding. The number 5 interesting fact I haven't come up with yet, but I'm going to think about it for a second here and determine that the number 5 interesting fact is... The number 5 interesting fact is that I have red hair. Now, I don't know if a lot of you don't seem to have been able to tell. I mean, honestly, when I tell you that I have red hair, a lot of you are just like, what are you talking about? Because you didn't know me when I was younger. You haven't seen pictures of me when I was younger. I have dark auburn hair. It is freaking beautiful. People tell me they wish they had my color of red hair, and you can't even buy it in a bottle, so don't even freaking try, alright? No, this is natural freaking beauty right here, alright? This is amazing. It looks brown, but in the sunlight, just freaking wait till you see it in the sunlight. Psh! Freaking amazing. Brilliance! Brilliance. I am proof that there is a God, because only intelligent design could have created something this magnificent. And those are my 5 interesting facts. I shall put my 5 people that I end up tagging on the side over there, on this part right here. Right here! Gosh! So, yeah. I don't care if you're supposed to make a separate video to do that. I think that's kind of pointless, and it makes it harder for people to find these videos. So, you know, to follow who's being tagged. So it's like, dude, no. I'm just going to put who I tagged right over here, alright? Boom. That's it. Thank you. Goodbye.